Hey.
And
Yep. Looks like we're just waiting on Heath. But, yep, I'm going to mute this version. I've also, just to make things easier for you guys as characters, because you guys plan on doing a little bit of infiltrating, I've created a character sheet that for a character that you guys might be able to employ for skills that you guys don't necessarily have, like locksmith, to break into an office after hours, that sort of thing. Though I would allow potentially a strength roll. You would just be permanently breaking the door, and the signs that somebody broke in would be incredibly obvious.
you know, to see what everyone wants to do. If we want to try to run with what we got, or
I forget what. Did we split up? Wasn't it me and what's her name going to the library or something?
Alice?
Like that?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you
me and
guys.
Alice.
I think you guys went to the sanitarium as well, where you guys.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then I feel like
I was riding with Ogden to follow
Yep.
Mr. Corbitt to the hospital.
yes.
Yeah, or just to follow him to, because, yeah, it's now, I believe, Monday. So yeah, you guys followed him to the, to his, his warehouse, Corbett Importers of America, where he works. And, yeah, so why don't we start by, summarizing what happened last week?
Well, we started out in the basement of Mr. Corbitt, no relation
Yep, the different
to
Corbett.
the new Mr. Corbitt. We started out, basically we got some equipment together and went to the basement to solve the mystery of the haunted house.
Yes? And do you remember what you found?
A cursed knife that came after us.
Cut me
And
up pretty good.
a secret hole in the wall that was full of rats.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
that's-
secret hole. Put that hole there for a reason. This was just
Well, I mean, it was boarded up,
some
yeah.
fake wall.
Yeah.
It was intended to be covered.
Maybe.
But anyway, we went through the opening and there we saw Mr. Corbett's desiccated corpse sitting in a chair. And some of us went pretty mad.
Yep, some of you guys went a little bit loopy, a little bit silly, a little bit goofy in the head, if you will.
And basically, we sort of got the idea through one of Alice's screaming delusions that he had seen. I don't remember the name of the god now.
Katana Thoa.
Katana Noah firsthand, and it basically turned him into a mummy, desiccated corpse, but his mind was still intact and alive.
Basically, it's psyker.
Yeah, effectively a psyker, or like, kind of like locked in syndrome almost,
Yeah.
except a
And
lot
as
more
you imagine,
powerful
it
because magic.
It probably made him insane and psychotically wanted to murder everyone.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Reasonably so.
Yeah.
And you guys, managed to find the cure for his condition. Do you remember what it was?
Kerosene.
Yep, kerosene, a match, and a shotgun.
Yeah.
Thank you much, Ogden, for that.
Yeah.
Sorry for
Are
almost
more
shooting
than 12.
Lucy's.
He just really, really wanted to party.
Yeah, he really wanted to party, and you just lit up.
I mean, he was cold.
Yeah, he was cold. He needed to be warmed up. He needed to sit by the fire a little bit.
What he really needed was lotion.
It puts the lotion. Yeah, he was ashy.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, we
Well,
should
we'll
have
get
tried
through
that.
it. He was sure ashy.
But yeah, you guys managed to do that, and then a couple of you got pretty badly wounded. But luckily, Eustace, you knew someone who could help patch you up. Do you remember his name?
Dr. Cleveland Brown.
Yep, and he is proud to be.
Yep. I do remember.
Yep, and then what happened after that? As you guys got patched up?
As we got patched up, I was looking out the window, or I think maybe I was standing on the porch or something. I can't remember, but I saw Mr. Corbitt, my friend. I always forget his first name.
Bernard.
With what appeared to be a child's arm.
Mm-hmm.
And after seeing that, I went to his next door neighbor's house to see if they knew anything or if they had seen any weird, suspicious activity. But it was pretty much up to par, I feel like. I feel like they were like, I can't remember exactly what they said, but I feel like they pretty much gave the vibe that he was just a good man who helped out the neighborhood and helped out little kids and stuff like that.
Yep, and then...
Did they say he went to the children's hospital a lot?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, volunteer work, and that you found out his schedule. He works, the classic 9 to 5, though some nights he's out a little later than normal, but he's part of a, what's it called, the club. It's like a business club the local businessman's club, but
Society or something?
yeah, and then but they told you about that he takes little weekend excursions on late afternoons on Sunday between the hours of 5:30 p.m. and 7 to 8 p.m. So yeah, you guys also, I believe, went to the local, library and found some little tidbits of information. Do you remember what that told you?
Yeah, I'm pulling up the newspaper clippings right now.
The Clibbins.
One was about Theodore Corbitt's death.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one was an obituary for Lynn Ann Myers Corbitt. Which
Yep.
was Bernard's wife.
Yep. It also told of the nurse being hospitalized, and you guys actually went to meet her. Do you remember what she said to you?
Miss Mona Dunlap. I remember it was some crazy ramblings, but I don't remember
Yeah.
what she said.
You did not meet her.
One.
Yeah. She said her last words were,
The other one.
yeah, it was awful. It didn't have any arms or legs or hardly a face. It should have died. It should have died along with the other one.
Well, that's right, because she died in childbirth.
The mother died in childbirth, yes, and Mona apparently took, or had, a stroke upon seeing the sight of,
The demon baby.
well, I mean, you might surmise that, but the official story is that, she had a stroke, but, she died 6 years ago. She became conscious just moments before her death, and that's when those last words came around.
so then we decided we decided we were gonna split up, but I forget exactly what we were gonna do. I know breaking in or like trying to get into his office after hours was part of it, but I don't remember the rest.
I'm in a similar situation if I can't remember.
Well, we can just say that you guys come up with the plan now.
Okay.
Yeah, if you don't remember, then you don't remember. Because I also don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, we're needing someone for stealth, right?
Yeah, stealth. If you want to break in, it's going to be stealth and then locksmith, unless you want to break down the door, which you can do. Just know that there will be kind of.
Yeah, there will be consequences.
Yeah, like.
Could
Which
be.
of you have locksmith?
I don't think any of you do. I don't think any of you do. But,
Yeah.
Eustace, you would probably know, potentially, you'd know enough about this area that you might know a private investigator. Private investigators often have kind of those kinds of skills because they are required. And I will allow you to know one.
Okay. You said Eustace, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
You kind of cut out.
Sorry, yeah, Eustace,
No.
yeah,
Sure. Yeah, I know a private investigator. Oh, okay. I think. Do any of you know how to break into a building without really leaving a trace? Because I've never done that.
You just see Ogden's hand goes up when he says break into a building, and goes down when he says without leaving a trace.
Damn, some hooligan.
Neither am I. But I do know a private investigator around here.
Yep, her name is...
Mr. Goldblum. Jeff
Oh.
Goldblum.
Okay, we can go with that. I was gonna say, Neva Drury, as an Irish version of Nancy Drew, but
Okay.
we'll go with Jeff Goldblum. We can go with Jeffrey Goldblum.
He finds a way.
Yep. Yeah.
Always finds a way.
Yeah, I'll allow it. So, yeah, if you guys want to do that,
Spontaneously changed his sex like the frog DNA.
yep, exactly. Exactly. And, just, Dr. Brown just tells you, well, wherever you're going, be sure to have fun.
Oh, we will, Dr. Brown. Thank you so much for your services.
You're welcome. Be sure to tell Mr. Griffin I say hi if you see him.
Will do.
And then you, as soon as you close the door, you just hear, my name is Cleveland Brown.
Awesome.
So, yeah. So are you guys going to tail him today and then, like, try to break in during the night? Or...
We could probably take them ourselves, I feel like, and then maybe just give any information that we get from that to the private investigator.
Yeah. And I would allow you to go with the private... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just thinking, I have a feeling Father Martin would not want to participate in breaking and entering to some place.
Yeah, he could stay. He could stay
I would
behind.
volunteer to follow Mr. Corbitt.
Yeah. Now, you know that you would need to drive. Do any of you guys have a decent...
Ogden's gonna go with them.
Okay, yeah. Do you have a good, like, drive auto?
It's decent.
Okay, because I would
Actually,
probably...
if y'all would like, I can. Mine's decent enough. 50.
Oh, that's better than mine.
Yeah, because I will I'm going to require a drive auto roll to basically, you know, be tailing him, but, like, from enough of a distance to not, you know, appear obvious.
Right.
Yeah, we wanted to do this the somewhat legal-ish way, so
Yeah.
I'd say if y'all are letting me drive, then appreciate it. I'm a bit rusty, but let's see what we can do here.
Okay.
Perhaps your
Give me a sec.
Rolls Royce would be to stick out too much anyway.
Do you want to push that?
I'm going to remember to take it out of park and properly fix the timing when accelerating.
Okay.
So let's go with that.
Okay.
Does that count?
I will allow it to. So you get a 10. Or a 16.
Yep. I'm
Normally,
used to driving a Model T. I'm assuming you're driving some sort of older car or a runway.
yeah.
Runway, that would mean, yeah, I'll get it.
Yeah, I'll say that, yeah, you're kind of driving a pretty... A car that doesn't stick out much.
Wait, whose car are you driving?
I don't know. Whose car am I driving?
Probably not Ogden's, because a Rolls Royce would definitely stick out like a sore thumb.
My Packard Twin 6 probably wouldn't. I mean, it looks nice, but it's more of a normal
Actually,
four-door sedan than the yeah.
Okay, so, yeah, we'll say that you're driving the Packard. If that works for everybody.
I'm just too used to driving an old Model 8 truck handles way different.
All right, now Philip, be gentle with her.
Yep.
I'll be fine.
Yep.
Immediately punches and almost drifts into another parallel car.
You almost hit the local newspaper boy, and he's like, "No, not again!"
Excellent.
We might as well have you lift your hands off the steering wheel and let Jesus drive.
Well, he actually does. You guys are able to follow Mr. Corbitt, and with that success, you're able to. You're not making it super obvious. You're staying, like a couple cars behind. You're marking where he turns and maybe taking, like a couple different turns that
One street over or something.
yeah, that let you end up, and you find yourselves outside a warehouse. You see the sign kind of at the top that says Corbitt Importers of America. Do you guys want to wait here and see where he goes next, or
Is this sort of inner city or are we outside? Are we out of town?
I would say you're probably in kind of the big city, kind of in.
Let's say we
Yeah,
probably
we're in, like,
find
the
a spot to
industrial
park,
area.
maybe about half a block down.
Okay.
Scope the place out.
Okay. So,
Okay, which of you guys want to watch out for cops? Actually, would my character even know that? Yes, my character would in fact know that.
yes.
I'm
So,
gonna ask for that because he's probably been given some issues with his own investigations. Loitering
we haven't
isn't
really-
highly appreciated.
yeah, you
I
guys.
don't think we're really doing anything illegal.
No, you're not. Right now, you're not breaking any laws.
Ogden's just gonna pull out a box of cigars. Well, I don't see any reason why we can't be here.
Okay. So,
Lights went up, starts smoking.
yeah, you guys. If you're not doing anything, I'll skip forward in time a little bit.
I mean, okay, so we said we saw him pull up in front of this warehouse. He hasn't pulled into it or anything. Yet?
He pulled into the parking lot, and you saw him go in through the door.
Okay, and is there like a fence or something around this parking lot, or anything that would keep the public out of the parking lot?
I would say there's a little booth and a little sign that says no trespassing, no parking in the hours after 5-6 p.m.
Okay.
Is there any kind of
business parking lot.
Yeah, no soliciting.
storefront or a place where people would enter an office or anything like that?
Unfortunately not, because this is just a warehouse. This is just an importer. He does not
It's
directly.
not business. Okay.
Yeah, I mean he's a businessman, but this is a
Right.
yeah, he would be kind of selling stuff or sending stuff off to.
Yeah,
To-
I just meant it wouldn't be a regular thing for some random person to come in and say they needed a service.
Yeah, exactly. But
Hmm.
yeah, so
We could take a walk around the building, see if we can see another pool or see it's like a loading dock in the back or anything.
I'm up for that idea.
okay. So
Just be careful.
yeah,
I don't know us, but I don't want us to. I don't want to be a common face around here.
yeah. So
I want to be a common face around people who you're looking for.
yeah. So there is a security officer. Seems like he works here, just like in general, like patrolling the warehouse district. So if you're kind of trying to be stealthy, I'm gonna need stealth rolls.
Are we trespassing?
No, but it's basically whether or not he notices you, and whether or not he thinks you're acting suspicious.
I mean, we just look suspicious. The group of us.
Yeah, just like, yeah, like just kind of like standing out, like kind of like circling a
We don't
building.
look like the dock workers or like the people that work in the warehouses or anything. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
but I mean, you could also just wait outside and wait for to see where he goes next.
Perhaps I could distract him while you guys sneak.
Yeah, you could try that. You'd need a successful interpersonal roll, I would say, depending on how you approach it. But
I think I'd like to go up to him and I'm going to pretend that I'm here just to connect with some of the common workers and offer them a prayer or something like that.
okay, that would be fast talk, because you're lying. So you're gonna need to.
Potentially, if he's trying to actually push that out and use that to keep people, what's the term, focused on him, then partially.
Yeah, I would say yeah. Like if you're, because like if you're not actually, I would say that's more of a fast talk. It would be a persuade if you're like say trying to get him like to let you in because you're genuinely intending. But like you could also do like charm if you're just kind of trying to riz your way in, or not in, but like kind of keep his attention on you. It's going to be some sort of social skill. Yeah, some sort of interpersonal skill roll.
This is the scariest part of the game so far that we've encountered, in my opinion. Interacting with just normal people.
I don't know, my fast talk is 5, so that would not go well.
Okay, so do you have any interpersonal skills?
My charm is 25. Persuade would be my best bet, but I need to sell it something.
Yeah, you need to like be trying to like, for example, if you were trying to say convert him to, be like, you need the Lord, like that kind of thing. That would be persuade.
Does Philip actually know the exact business this guy's in?
Yeah, you know that he's in he's kind of in the importing business. Like he imports like just
Yeah,
various
I know pretty much a good deal about their like importing business, and I've basically like told them that they've like come to me with like antiques and other like imported goods that they like just get from out of country, and
Yeah, which-
they like basically buy them and resell them.
yeah, which
Philip actually has
Sorry.
a bit of an
I've got-
idea.
yep. And I'm gonna
Is that
say,
an
Discuss
idea?
with y'all out loud.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you continue.
Eustace, make me an intelligence roll as you like, since you're, because there may be a connection you might be able to make.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll let you.
You, thinking back on it, you remember that a lot of the artifacts that he's brought to you for appraisal have been from like Eastern India, and also some with like some strange markings that resemble some of the things you saw on that sarcophagus when you that you received from Rupert Merriweather. So
It's all starting to connect.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
His
so
brain's like, oh my gosh, I just remembered.
Yeah.
Some of the artifacts that they've had me appraise had similar markings to the sarcophagus.
yeah, and the other half were from
I remember
Eastern
until
India.
now.
Yeah, and the other half were from Eastern India, the exact area that his father and he went to, where his father, there was the tragic hiking accident. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, mysteriously passed.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and still is missing.
Yeah, no body.
Yes.
He could be still alive, maybe. Probably not, but maybe.
Who knows?
Probably not.
But yeah, so Philip, why don't you
Okay. How's this? If we don't finish this today, and I'm saying this in character, yeah, head in there. Ask him for a job. Maybe he'll show me around, because he's what? He's some big wig around here, right?
Yeah, he's the CEO.
Like anything with what we're dealing with today. He's got info that I need for my own research. So if I can poke around, I might be able to show up, or I might be able to get some stuff for myself.
That is a clever idea, and I like it.
Besides, I don't think my current employer is very much appreciating. What is it? It's about 10 a.m. on a Monday.
Yeah.
My credit rating might be decreasing with time.
But yeah, you guys Father Martin, do you want to try and persuade this guy, kind of keep him occupied while the others kind of sneak around? Okay, roll me persuade and tell me what you're telling him. He's like, oh, want to push that?
Excuse me, sir. Oh yeah, let me try that first.
Just know that failing a push roll is worse than a regular failure.
Where do I push again?
Just re-roll it.
Bonus penalty?
No,
Reroll.
just like click the roll again.
Yeah.
Okay, you succeed. Yeah, so you notice at first he's like turning to look, and you kind of, what do you do to kind of bring his attention back to you?
I guess I'm going to show him. I'm gonna try to direct him to look at the Holy Bible
Okay.
that I have.
Yes.
Like-
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with the good book of our Lord?
I'm not, I mean, of course I do believe in the good Lord and our Savior Jesus Christ, but I'm not particularly a devout man, but I have a job to do, if you don't mind, but you're able to kind of keep his attention for long enough. You kind of see the others, kind of get out of sight.
Why, yes, I understand, but perhaps for just one moment, you would like to strengthen your bond with our Lord and ask forgiveness for perhaps something that's troubling you in your life.
Yep. Yep.
Nice.
And I'm gonna say that, he just... At first he seems to be indulging you, and then as he talks more and more, he starts talking about, his failing marriage and just, like, all this sort of tragic stuff. Yeah. And just, like... Yeah, exactly. And just, like, everything, and he just... Like, now you're just dealing with this absolute, like, broken down wreck of a man who's, like, trying to... He's, like, basically, like, leaning on your shoulder, sobbing, being like, Please.
I started drinking again, and my wife doesn't love me, and I'm buying all these whores.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he's like, I'm in and out of the whorehouses every night. And
That's great.
yeah, meanwhile,
These whores.
yep, I'm banging all these whores. I think I got the syphilis.
Look at them below every night.
Yep,
It's a rough life.
yep. Do you want to reach for his gun? I'm kidding. But meanwhile, the rest of you, you guys have gotten out of sight, and then you guys start hearing the loud, like, wailing sobs of a man who's just broken down.
Oh my gosh.
He's just getting snot all over my robes.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. He's just
Oh, the mutton is very effective.
yeah.
At least it keeps it that way.
Yeah, so yeah, you guys are out of sight of the security guard now, so
Good question. What's the plan if that's the security guard?
yep.
I don't want to just run into Corbitt in the front. What is it? In front of his office.
Yeah.
I thought we were just following him to find out where it was so we could give the information to the private investigator.
Yeah, and
That's kind of what I thought too.
yeah, and just for
Why are we here?
just for
Leave, I'm
I'd like to-
scared.
yeah.
Let's take the fire escape.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with just looking at
Okay,
him.
I'm following Ogden. He
Okay.
knows what he's doing.
Trespassing, and it's the 20s. We'll get shot.
Yep. So you guys you look in, and it's a simple affair. It's a warehouse, a couple of small offices. The warehouse bit is obviously larger than the offices. You know, you see like stacked crates. You know, like they have labels. You can't make them out from here. There are, you know, like workers kind of loading crates in and, you know, kind of pushing things around. Corbitt, you can't see him, but you know he's probably in one of the offices. Just based
See
on.
if the offices have labels on the doors or anything.
From outside, no.
Okay.
But
Does anyone have an idea?
if you guys want, I can. Yeah, go ahead.
You lot, point down the hall. You go a little bit further away. Look in that direction. I'm going to go this way and knock on the door. If I actually convince some people here that I'm actually looking for him to get a job, then he probably won't be suspicious about y'all.
Okay. So you go up to the door.
Yes, preferably once they are out of sight.
Okay. Yeah. So you knock on the door, and a kind of a larger man. He looks like very much a kind of definitely one of the just one of the kind of cargo haulers, so to speak. It says no solicitors. What is your
Sir, I
business here?
apologize. Sir, I do apologize. Your security guard was predisposed with a pretty sure it seems. But I was looking for Mr. Corbitt. I'm looking for a job.
Oh, I didn't know we were hiring, but all right, I'll
I just walked in. I don't know if y'all are hiring either. I just heard good things.
Oh yeah, Mr. Corbett's a great man. He's
Absolutely, I'm sure.
very generous. Very generous. Salaries around here are pretty good. Okay, I'll see if I can ring him up. Do you have any interpersonal skills?
Kind of ish. What's my persuade? Because I'm actually trying to be legit here.
Persuade is 30. I mean, I'm not gonna make you roll just because I love the cleverness of this idea. It's more like if you want to kind of supplement it.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Could probably rolled this a second ago. Actually, given that my previous statement was very flubby and doesn't make any sense, I'd say that is appropriate for that role.
He just says,
Along Green Earth says, yeah, I don't know if you're hiring either.
yeah, he just says, well, Mr. Corbitt's a real busy man. I don't think he's gonna be able to see it right now. Maybe come back in a couple days. Maybe things will open up, but I'll tell him somebody was looking for him.
Works, I'll do that. Thank you, sir.
Yep, and he closes. You too, sir. And he closes the door. Make me an intelligence roll, Philip.
That I can do. Intel.
Okay. Yeah. No, you have no idea.
No.
Do you want to go back to the others and tell them what happened?
We can meet with the others and essentially tell them what happened.
Okay, the rest of you guys can make me... Any of you can make me an intelligence roll.
We'll say, though, if y'all don't mind, I need to get out of here. Because if he sees me still sticking around here, someone's gonna call security on me.
Yep.
It's gonna get Lucius in trouble.
Yep. Alice, you realize that the fact that the worker said that he was going to tell Mr. Corbitt that somebody was looking for him. It probably means that even when you're back at the at Cleveland Brown's house, Philip should probably stay well out of sight, because if Mr. Corbitt sees him, he might start becoming suspicious.
Is that now for y'all too, or is it just me?
Yeah, C is cutting out significantly, but I do get the general idea.
Okay, let me know if that's better.
Yep. It's better.
Okay.
Y'all telling me this information?
I don't know what the information was, so but
Oh.
yeah, I guess.
It was
what
just...
I gleaned from it was he's going to tell Orbit that someone was looking for him, probably by my description. So if I show up near Corbitt's house, he's gonna get suspicious. So
Yeah.
I need to stay away from his house.
Yeah, stay away and probably don't make yourself super visible, like looking through the curtains or anything, that sort of thing.
Maybe we stay at a hotel tonight, not at Cleveland's house.
Maybe a good idea.
Yeah, Ogden has enough money for that.
Yeah.
But
I have a better idea. You just see Ogden pulls out this giant top hat and a very, very fake-looking mustache. Puts it
my top
on
hat to shame
Philip's
and I
head,
pull mine off.
and just puts some glasses on him. Perfect. They'll never know you.
roll me disguise,
Ogden or me?
Ogden. He's the one to see. Do you want to spend 25 luck?
You know what? On second thought, I already have a beard. This isn't going to work.
Oh, besides, I'm pretty sure this looked like a famous actor.
Yeah. So, as you guys, as all of this is occurring, you guys, I'm gonna say, Philip, as you're leaving, as you're kind of leaving, you hear footsteps coming from the offices, coming towards the door that you just entered.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
It's the door I just answered.
Yeah, or not entered, but the door you just knocked on, like the front door.
Am I currently standing relative to the door?
I would say you've probably gotten a couple steps away. It doesn't sound like this person is running. It sounds like they're kind of just but it definitely doesn't sound like the heavy footfalls of the dock worker kind of type.
I'd say I'd stick around for a sec to sort of check and see who it is.
Well,
'Cause
okay, so
I'm being suspicious immediately, at least.
it is Bernard Corbitt.
in that case, we'll just straight up approach him.
Oh, yes, what exactly are you, doing here?
Yes, are you Mr. Corbitt?
Yes, I am.
That's wonderful. I was actually hoping to speak to you. Your yard was disposed, so I just walked in. But I was looking for some work. I had interest in this sort of field of delivering the imports that you deal with. And thought I would ask if you would happen to get someone to do work and such like that. I'm mostly just a farmer from Bone, but I can do some stuff.
Well, let's see. What is your strength?
My strength is 65.
Okay,
A
so
constitution of 80.
okay, so yeah, you look like kind of a burly type, like, you know, someone who could probably do some good lifting. He says, he kind of looks you up and down and says, yes, I think you probably could be useful in the warehouse, but I will have to I'll have to get back to you in a couple days with any sort of official paperwork. But if you'll excuse me,
Absolutely, I wouldn't want to be a burden, sir.
but if you'll excuse me, it's my lunch break, and I'm going to get myself a little bit to eat. So it is nice to meet you,
Sounds
Mr. He's kind of holding out his hand.
Philip. Or Campbell, sorry. My name's Philip Campbell.
Well, nice to meet you, Mr. Philip Campbell. Hopefully we will see each other again soon.
Hey, don't mind me asking, though. Where are you heading to lunch?
Oh, just the local cafe. They're great. It's called, Billy's.
Nice.
Billy's Cafe. They serve some really great club sandwiches.
I'm new to town, so I'll have to check them out. I'm not familiar. I'll take that recommendation into account.
Thank you.
Good
No.
day, and I'll leave you to lunch. And I
Yes.
just walk off.
Yep. Thank you. And he kind of looks. Well, you don't see what he does, obviously. But yeah, he just kind of you can hear him continue kind of walking towards his car. So, what do you guys want to do?
Could have gone to McFurter's.
That would have been funny. Sorry, I just had to come up with something.
You're
That's
good.
what I want in the Call of the Cthulhu universe. Instead of McDonald's, it's McFurter's and it's all hot dogs.
You know what? I'm gonna retcon it so that he did say McFurters.
Nice.
He said,
Of course.
"Yep, their franks are quite savory. Best in Boston. Best wieners in Boston." But yeah, he's heading towards his car. What do you guys want to do?
If I get to reconvene with the others, I'm going to tell them exactly where he's going.
Okay. So,
I'm going to assume that I see you guys start to head out, so I'm going to try to wrap things up with this guy.
okay, yeah. And she's like, "Thank you, Father. Thank you so much."
Just kind of look at him kind of disgustedly, like, because he's got snot all over me. And well, sir, I really must be going now. I'm glad I was able to help you, and please remember to give to the needy.
Yes, of course.
And if Jesus is in your heart,
The
your
syphilis one.
sins will be absolved.
What about the syphilis, Father?
Oh my gosh.
For that, I recommend a medical professional.
Of course, of course. And okay, anyways. Where are you heading?
mean, you said he was going to McFurter's for lunch. I mean, do we need to follow him there? I've never done these things before. I have no idea what I'm doing.
McFurter's is sin between a butt.
So where are you going? Are you going to follow him, or are you just going to try and go to the nearest McFurter's?
We didn't really gain any new information, so there's nothing really to discuss right now, is there? We might as well just keep tailing him.
All right. Keep following him.
Okay.
I will say I will need to make scarce. We're saying there's a children's hospital or something that he volunteers at, right?
Yeah, he occasionally goes there and kind of donates. Like he goes there to like give them, checks for, money.
Okay. I'm gonna say I'm gonna split off from the party and start walking there.
Okay.
We could just go to like an adjacent business and just keep an eye on him.
Well, he's heading out right now, Mr. Corbitt.
Okay, yeah, I mean follow him there, but we don't actually have to go in to the restaurant necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to like go in. I feel like we were pushing it just with going into the warehouse there. We got lucky that Philip came up with a decent idea, because I had nothing. So Eustace is gonna say, I just don't think that we should be following him anymore. What else could we discover from that?
Well,
I think we're pushing our luck. That's all I'm saying. The more that he sees our car following, well, the chance will be higher the more that we follow him. Is what I'm trying to say.
make me an idea roll, somebody.
Idea.
Yeah. Yeah, which is just intelligence. Ogden, you have a stroke. Okay, so those of you with high intelligence and successful idea roll, you think that you might want to get the full details of his schedule in a sense, like know where he goes. Like he told you where he was going. You don't know, like it's entirely possible that that's not where he's going, or it's possible just confirming. Getting as many details as possible, you think, would probably be helpful, even if it doesn't seem like it might be significant.
So maybe we follow him. Maybe we follow him for a couple days and, try to get his schedule down. We don't need to necessarily go into the buildings that he goes in. We just need to know where he's going.
Yep.
Because, we follow him for one day. That's that's just one day, It could be completely different schedule to the next day.
Yeah. So.
We must continue to follow him.
All right. Yeah.
He's really
Father,
not to
you
be trusted.
you do talk. Good.
I was gonna say, if he's really is not to be trusted, then we can't just take his word for it.
You do talk a good talk, Father. You're right. We should probably continue to follow him just to get an idea of what he does.
Yep. Okay. So. You guys want to follow his car as it pulls out, or do you want to try and?
Yeah, I'll be driving.
Okay. I'm gonna let Phil's initial success kind of pass here.
Okay.
You follow him, and
I'm not driving though.
I know, but still, for sake of convenience,
Okay.
just because I'm gonna say that he learned from watching you. I learned it from watching you.
Okay, that's legit.
But yeah. So you follow him, and he actually passes the McFurters. You can actually see he doesn't even slow down. He seems, and eventually he stops and parks in the parking lot of the local hospital. And somebody make me a spot hidden as he gets out of the car.
Can we all try?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep. So, those of you who succeed, you see that he's got what looks like groceries, vegetables from his garden, and something else you can't identify, as well as a whole wad of cash. And on those idea rolls, I'm going to say that those carry over, and he appears to be in perfect health, so... And you know that...
Definitely not there for him.
No.
A lot of cash, that's suspicious.
Yeah, checks are the usual way that donations would be handled.
Perhaps he's buying something, or buying someone off.
Yep, do any of you guys have a decent stealth skill?
No.
Well, I guess my question would be, would
That's 20.
there be anything suspicious about seeing a priest in a children's hospital?
No. No, I mean, this would be a general hospital, but I would allow you to kind of go in, and kind of be like, you know, kind of volunteering, like...
I'm just gonna sit in the car and stay low. He knows me.
My stealth is 35.
Yeah,
Other
Kind of gross.
question?
yes?
I was thinking maybe if I took someone with me, maybe it would be a good idea to,
Yeah, I would allow you to...
um,
I would allow you to take them, and then then Alice, if she's coming with you, would get a bonus to the stealth roll if she wants to.
because I could pretend she's with me and she wants to
Yeah.
help out with some sick children,
Yes, exactly.
potentially.
That works.
We shall follow him, as I think we're the most inconspicuous of the group here.
I agree.
Yep. So. Yep. So.
If I say we wait like a good 30 seconds outside the door after he goes in before we...
Okay. So. You go up to the kind of the front desk. Yes, can I help you?
Hello, my name is Father Lucius Martin, and I'm here on behalf of the church to volunteer with some of the families and children here.
Oh, good. You're here. We've been.
Brought
Yes,
an
we've.
associate of mine who is interested in hospital care for children.
Of course, of course. So, yeah, you guys can. Okay, I'll page you in, and yeah, you're able to go. And now, Alice, if you want to make me a stealth roll with a bonus dice. Okay, you don't need the bonus dice, but you can roll it again just to see if you get like a hard or extreme success.
Hey, Kyle.
Yep.
I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but I just see a white screen. I see the picture on your stream. I cannot
Oh,
see
yeah.
the picture
Oh.
in Roll20.
Okay,
I
let
was paying attention, but yeah, I don't see
That-
anything on my screen.
okay, let me
Gray, white.
see if
Just
that's.
had to restart my Roll20, I think.
Oh, you can see it on your streamer. Okay,
Yeah, I'm restarting more.
okay, but
Okay, yeah, that works.
yep, Alice, you got a success. So, are you looking for kind of Mr. Corbitt?
Yeah, just keeping He's
I know
going.
I hear it.
Okay. So, you see him kind of acting like he kind of seems almost aimless until he spots a kind of unsavory looking fellow. And this man, Bernard hands over the things that he brought with him. The other man, he takes all of it, and then he looks through the wads of cash, like kind of counting it almost, and he nods. Do you want to make me a listen roll?
I'm going to make one as well.
Okay. Yep, and remember to check your listen skill. And then Alice, also check your stealth skill.
Yep.
So, you hear, alright, everything's here. You know the deal, more of the information, looks like, you don't got any more of that, but I'll tolerate it this time. They'll be in the usual spot. And Bernard just kind of nods and leaves.
Now, did the guy he was talking to look like he was a member of the staff, or like
Yeah,
dressed
he
as
looks like a
doctor or anything?
Yeah, he's dressed as, you would assume he's a hospital orderly.
Gotcha.
And, you can see, if you look closely, you can see that he has, kind of one of, like the cards that they carry with the names and IDs.
Yeah.
His name is Randolph, Tomaszewski.
Randall.
There it is, in the chat. Yeah, like Tomaszewski or something. Tomaszewski, or... It's a Polish last name, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Polish sounding.
But...
He said the usual spot. Means if we keep following him, perhaps we can see what he's picking up.
Do you guys want to follow Randolph, or do you want to follow Walter?
I'm trying to think. More important.
You could split up.
So wait, he said that the drop off would be in the usual spot or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to follow Randolph.
Okay. I'll let that stealth roll continue. You follow him, and you see that he goes into the... What is it called?
The morgue?
Not the morgue. The like the medical waste, like where things like amputated.
The autoclave?
No, but he actually goes with the like removed body parts, or like organs that have been, like kind of removed as in a surgery.
The biohazard medical waste?
Yeah, exactly. And you note that he seems to take them from, like, like the various operating rooms, and he wraps them in canvas as his normal procedure, but then he places them, some of them, after looking at them, in with the unburnable waste. Now, do any of you have any, like, either of you have any medical training, or not necessarily training, but like any familiarity with kind of, you would think, with kind of standard practice?
I don't think so.
Okay. You don't know whether or not this is normal. But you do know that the unburnable waste does get transported to the city dump.
Yeah, just it's like regular trash. Gotta go out.
Yes, exactly.
All right. I think at that point I would return to Father Martin.
And what do I find out from following?
Mr. He seems to be just exiting the hospital.
Yeah, I guess I'll wait in the lobby then and mean.
Okay.
I will. Did nothing unusual. He's leaving now.
I saw Randolph putting aside some medical waste. Thought that might be odd.
And tell the others and plan our next move. I guess we're going to exit the hospital.
Okay. Yep, so the rest of you guys see Bernard Corbitt exit the hospital. He's no longer carrying the cash or the groceries or the vegetables from his garden, and he gets in his car and begins to drive off. Then Lucius Martin and Alice Penbrook exit the hospital as well, and they come up to your car.
My car's already running as soon as I saw him start to pull off.
Okay.
Like, get in! He's getting away. We need to continue the pursuit. And yeah, we're gonna follow him some more, I think. Right?
We think that he's going to pick up something later that he bought from the hospital orderly.
A transaction of some sort.
Maybe it has to do with the thing I saw last night.
It would
Yeah.
make sense.
It seems to.
Setting aside medical waste, not to be burned with the rest of it.
This
Yep.
whole thing going on is during what we assume to be the lunch break previously, right?
Yes, that's what he.
Yes.
It is during lunch break hours. Yeah.
About how far of a walk is the distance between his office and the hospital?
Probably a pretty far walk. I'd imagine like maybe an hour or two.
Continue, thank you.
Yep. But you guys gonna follow him?
Instead of McFurders, we know where an even more sinful sausage is made.
Jeez.
God damn it. That got me.
Yeah, I want to continue following him.
Okay. Shall I make you make a drive auto roll to follow? I think at this point probably it's fair to ask for another one.
I'm dry. Well, I failed anyway.
But you can spend 1 luck to succeed.
I will spend 1 luck to succeed.
Okay. You're able to successfully tail him, and he just goes right back to his office to his office.
Okay.
Now, Alice, you can make me an idea roll, or Eustace, you can make me an idea roll. Okay, Alice.
We'll go with that extreme success.
Yep, you have an idea that you know that trash days at hospitals, at least in this part of the world, they seem to haul things to the dump on On Wednesdays and Sundays.
It's just Monday right now, right?
Yep.
If he set aside that waste, it won't be picked up until Wednesday at least.
Yep. And you also remember that his schedule, he goes out on excursions on Sunday afternoons, and he's usually back a little later than usual on Wednesday evenings.
So maybe we prioritize following him on those days.
But,
He probably picks it up when it gets set out for pickup by the city trash.
On Wednesday.
Exactly.
so, do you guys just want to kind of go back? Do you want to go talk to the private investigator? Or something else entirely?
Say maybe at this point, do we even need the private investigator?
It's whether or not you want to, whether you think there might be like information in his office. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
That's
Philip
office.
Philip still
It's
has a
real-
chance to get into the office. Whatever he's gonna do with that, I don't know, but
Eventually.
potentially. Sorry, Cheese. What were you gonna say though?
I was gonna say we could just break into his house, but maybe we're not ready for that yet.
Yeah, I don't know if we. I mean, we don't have enough evidence. Like, it's weird, but it's not weird enough. I feel like for us to do that yet. You know what I mean? It's weird,
Plus,
but we don't have any hard evidence yet. I feel.
I would say they would all be gone by this point. If Philip were to show up at the hospital and just ask the front receptionist his or her opinion on Corbitt,
Yeah.
would that be of any value?
They would tell you, everybody seems to think very highly of Mr. Corbitt. He's a very generous man. He's, always around to lend a helping hand. He's always, generous with the, bountiful, vegetables and everything from his garden. And he's always been an upstanding citizen.
It's quite nice to hear. About what time does he come around these parts?
Oh, he comes by every now and then, always around, lunchtime between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m.
I'm assuming not today, though.
Oh, no, he came by today as usual.
Thank you for that info.
Okay.
Good. That's all I had out of that.
Okay. Yeah. So, what do you guys want to do?
Does Cleveland Brown have a landline?
You know what? Sure.
I ring him up on a payphone. Hey, I'm going
This-
to be hanging around the hospital for a bit. Can you, one of the Eustace to pick me up or something?
Of course.
Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'll just walk. See ya. I'm
All
gonna
right.
be around town. Nice
All
club
right.
before you even.
Yep. Okay. So,
I'll be back sometime that evening-ish, just for timescale reasons.
yeah. Okay. So,
Just don't shoot me if it's 11.
yep.
Rent him a bicycle or something.
Then you would have to roll ride bike.
I don't have bike skills.
So it would be, I guess it would just be ride. which I think you start out with 5.
You know,
Yeah.
Right, I think it's specifically for horses.
I would allow it to be bikes as well. Just to,
because.
yeah, just because why not? But okay, so what's the plan?
Doing anything for that point? Actually, are y'all still tailing him?
What time of day is it right now?
It's at the hospital. It was like just after 12, and he seems to be
Okay.
on his way back. He
The warehouse.
yeah, he stops by and grabs McFurter's before.
Okay, so he wasn't completely being dishonest.
No,
Okay.
Is there any chance that we'd like see Philip on like the road as we're driving back
roll me luck.
before he even got to the fucking roll luck? Okay.
Yeah,
Fuck. No, I didn't see him. Somebody else maybe.
It's
Yeah,
not
somebody else.
directly related to me, so
Yeah, you can roll
maybe
luck.
You can see us driving and he flagged us down.
maybe.
No. Okay. We literally passed each other and neither of us noticed. None of us noticed.
Exactly.
yeah.
I love it.
Not only
Okay.
that, but you splash it with a puddle.
That would be rough, but that would be appropriate.
Yeah.
Play with your luck rolls.
Yep, I will allow that, and I will say that that also like messes your hair and facial hair up enough that like Mr. Corbitt, when he's passing, doesn't recognize you.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Excellent.
You got what you wanted, just not the way you wanted it.
Okay, okay, so maybe, I mean, I'm still up for following him even more. Wait, we know that it's Wednesdays and Sundays that he gets home late.
Yes.
So I guess we don't necessarily need to follow him any longer for the day. So we could go back to Cleveland's house.
We could talk
Okay.
to French guy as well.
Yep.
We could. I'm down for talking to Jeff Goldblum.
Okay.
Is anybody
I
against
think
that?
we should. I think we should break into his office tonight or get the investigated.
Yeah, I think
Because-
Jeffrey is very, very handy. Let me tell you, I've heard so many great things about him. I just know he'll be able to get the job done for us.
Okay.
If this were a role-playing game and a GM made a character for us to use, I think
They would
Yes.
probably
take
be.
advantage of
agree.
it.
I agree. To Jeff Goldblum's.
Yep. You find let me just create new character art and token for this character.
My bad.
No, it's all good. I think this will be very funny.
Father Martin's just gonna be like, "Sir, please button your shirt."
He just says, no.
Tempting me worse than the devil.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back. Sorry.
He starts to try to tell Alice about chaos theory.
Yep, yeah, he pours the droplet of water,
He's listening to the labored breathing of a sick sugar or something.
Yep, okay, let's see.
Some kind of other eldritch being.
Exactly. Sorry, I'm trying to... Where that?
I gotta take my parents' dog out real quick.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm sorry, man. She's old, and I thought my parents would be back by now, but yeah, give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. Take your time. I'm trying to get this token thing to work. Okay, apparently it does not want to. But I will find a way. No, I don't want a web page file. Fuck off. No, I don't want to. Fine, fuck you. Okay, and there we go. And move, replace. Okay. There we go. So you guys, I've placed you back on the right map, so you guys go to Jeff Goldblum's house. It's easy enough to find. You go to kind of his office, the investigator's office.
Is everything suddenly in black and white?
Yeah, and the sounds of kind of like classic film noir. And you see him lying on a couch waiting for you.
I just saw the token.
Yep. That's what I was just spending the last, like, 3 minutes doing.
Yeah.
So, what is it you, want? You need me to, look into, something?
Why, yes.
Exactly the token I was expecting.
Why, yes, good sir. It seems Mr. Corbitt of, what is it, Corbitt Importers of America?
Yes.
It seems we have reason to believe that he might be dealing in some unsavory affairs.
Oh, well, an upstanding citizen doing some dark things on the side. Well, darkness, finds a way.
It certainly does.
My usual.
We would like to employ your services to ascertain a little bit more about the situation.
I see. Well, I can always, find a way. Now, let me see. My normal fee is, $20 a day. But,
You just see Ogden takes out a $100 bill and just hands it to him.
his eyes, kind of light.
Should more than enough cover your services.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. Now, I think the first step is to check the offices for any suspicious activity, but we'll definitely need to, go after hours so that, we don't... run into any problems.
Oh, yes.
Would you like to come with me, or would you rather me go myself and report back to you?
Well, now. My car is a little conspicuous. I think either we should take someone else's, or you should go alone, but I will have to stay with the rest of the group things.
Okay. You can confer with each other.
You think we should let Mr. Goldblum go alone?
It's probably best if he doesn't get seen with us.
Well, I do believe he is a professional.
I mean, we don't want to be seen with him, and we have to see Mr. Corbitt on occasion. So
Sorry about that.
No worries. Okay, so you want him to go alone and report back to you? Okay. So, just so you know, he tells you, I'm not gonna be breaking in or taking anything back that isn't direct evidence of wrongdoing, but I will tell you whatever I find. But
Oh,
if there's anything that you suspect he will have lying
before
around,
you go,
yes?
and Ogden's gonna hand him a camera. Any photos of any documents you think might be suspicious would be very helpful.
No, of course. Now,
Anything that is definitely weird. I mean, with the importer business, all them foreign texts.
yeah, so,
Perhaps anything with strange markings or runes on it.
I will keep an eye out, but, I'm personally not well versed in that particular, field, but,
No matter. We have experts in that field.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know what would be weird if I saw it, but,
I feel that you would.
Wait, am I holding a book that might have a picture of some kind of a cult symbol I could show?
that's up to you.
I kind of think it would be better if he didn't just trust that Visti would feel wigged out about something and would take a photo of it for us.
Okay, so,
Yeah, true.
he tells you,
Anything
also-
that makes you feel unsettled.
I'll say, Jeff, trust me on this one. You'll know it when you see it.
well, just know that if it's anything locked away in a crate that does not, perhaps arouse immediate suspicion, I'm not going to be going in there and breaking open crates or anything like that, but I will be looking through documentation.
We definitely don't expect you to run amok in there. No, of course not.
Okay, so, yep, you guys want to go back to Cleveland's house?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll you give him, Cleveland Brown's, home number. Do you guys...
It's a landline.
Okay, yeah, so...
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's just 1, 2, 3, because that's all the digits you need.
True.
I mean, honestly, you could just ask the operator for Mr. Brown. I'm sure they know him.
Dr. Cleveland Brown.
Oh, yes.
Because his name is Cleveland Brown. Let's see. Now. Okay, Okay, so you guys go back to, you guys go into the, go into Cleveland Brown's house. You guys go to sleep for the night. Unless you're trying to stay up all night for whatever reason.
We're trying to have a sleepover.
But,
Yeah, sleep over at the fireplace.
Just no one get in the bathtub.
Father Martin's just going to fall asleep in a rocking chair by the fire.
okay. So, I'm gonna say the next morning, a little bit after Mr. Corbitt, we're right now on a Tuesday, he you hear a ring, and Cleveland Brown goes, "My name is Cleveland Brown." Oh. Well, I think this is for you, Ogden.
Hi, yes.
Yes, this is this Ogden I'm speaking to?
Yes, is this Mr. Goldblum?
Yes, this is, Mr. Goldblum. Now, I was able to, get into the offices of Corbitt Importers of America, and I found some interesting things. Nothing conclusive, but I found, I took a look at the business's books. On the surface, it seems that Corbitt Importers of America is doing well, but it seems that a downward trend is occurring, with less profits being generated each quarter. But of particular note is a monthly payment made to an R. Tomaszewski, paid in petty cash for... It's specifically signed out to Corbitt personally for, quote, medical services. I also found there was a couple of small wooden boxes carrying labels from the Indus Valley region of India that were specifically written in chalk over the labels are the words attention, or I don't even know what ATTN stands for because I'm dumb, but it says ATTN period B period Corbitt on the crates, written in chalk over their labels that tell them that they are from the Indus Valley region of India.
Yeah, ATTN does mean attention.
That's what I thought.
Like attention of, like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
like basically this piece of mail or whatever goes to that person.
Yeah, so I don't know what was in the crates. I wasn't about to break into them, but considering all of the activities that have surrounded him during that time, I figured it would be of interest to you. I also took the liberty of looking more into this R. Tomaszewski, and I found his name, Randolph, but I also found out that he's been involved in some interesting things. Do you guys go over? He tells you he can come over and he can discuss more.
Yep,
Yeah, let's do that.
let's go ahead.
Okay.
Get some breakfast on the way.
Where do you want to go?
I'll say, I know of this lovely cafe that has a delightful breakfast if everybody would like to maybe get something this morning.
Okay.
I don't know what, I can't think of a name. We'll just call it Joe's.
Yep.
Joe's Cafe.
Yep. Joe's
Joe
Cafe.
Mama's.
Yep. Joe Mama's delicious pancakes,
Yep.
or Joe Mama's cake.
Yeah, Joe Mama's Cake Cafe.
Your mama's thick cakes, kid.
There we go. There we go. There it is. So, yeah, you guys have a deliciously, decadently thick cake.
It's a phenomenal breakfast.
Yeah. So, you reach the.
Father Martin says, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned." And then digs in.
Oh my god. So, that's amazing. That's amazing. I love that. So, yeah, you guys, reach, and he shows you a newspaper clipping related to, he tells you, this is, what I was able to find on that R. Tomaszewski. And I will show that to you guys just now.
Animal slangs.
Yep, feel free to read that out loud.
Local man arrested in animal slayings. Police today announced that a suspect has been arrested in connection with the recent rash of pet kidnappings in the southwest part of town. Although released later for lack of evidence, Randolph Tomaszewski is considered the prime suspect in the recent disappearances of nearly a dozen dogs and cats from the homes and yards of the neighborhood surrounding Central Hospital. Dear Lord, Tomaszewski is employed at the hospital as an orderly. It will be remembered that many of the missing pets have been discovered later in parks, usually mutilated or partially eaten. Public outcry over the atrocities has been strong, and police hope that they have uncovered a lead that will eventually allow them to close this case. This is from 3 months ago.
Indeed, I don't know how that man isn't in prison yet. But seems that you're Mr. Corbitt. He also shows you pictures of the business books, the business ledgers, showing the kind of looking carefully. He kind of has circled some areas in the images showing the kind of downward trend, as well as the highlighted like kind of payments to this R. Tomaszewski for, and you note in the memo it says for, quote, medical it not in quotes, but it says for medical services.
Right.
And then he shows you the picture he took of the crates that were attention B. Corbitt, and underneath that you could see that they were from, there was something basically saying that they were from the Indus Valley region of India.
Indus Valley. Indus Valley. This is a real place?
I believe so, yes.
Is it INDUS?
Yes.
Yep, Indus Valley Civilization.
Yep, Eastern India.
Is it... The reason I was wanting to look that up is it considered in the same... is it the same mountains of the Punjab?
Let me see.
Sorry, the what job?
Punjab.
Let's see. Yes, it would be.
Okay.
Boom jam.
So yeah, that's this. When I hear that it's, or see the Indus Valley, I'll be like, that's the same area that Bernard's father mysteriously passed away.
Well, if you'd like, I could, quote, let you back in if you wanted to look at what's in those crates, but...
There were no other markings on the crates? No, nothing straight. I mean, I'm looking at the photo, right? So I guess I wouldn't even, I just can't, that's all we see of the crate,
Yep.
right? Is
Yeah.
the attention, B, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll even add, so you didn't see any strange hieroglyphics or strange markings that would seem almost out of place?
No, I did not.
Any books with bizarre titles or perhaps words you could not pronounce or comprehend?
No, there was surprisingly, it was mostly just this paperwork that I looked into.
And nothing written in Latin.
No. There were a few labels written in some Indian language, but mostly seemed to be just tags on crates.
We may need
if you want to do that, you can just tell him, and I will allow you to look into the crates.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Need to break in again.
yeah. So he shows you into the crates that evening. He kind of directs you, and you watch him deftly kind of pick the lock again. And you guys look into the crates. You see they contain loose tea leaves, some carefully wrapped botanical specimens that appear to be orchids, and a small clay statuette of a demon-like figure possessing multiple arms and legs. Someone make me an occult roll or a Cthulhu mythos roll.
I will try. Tentacle.
Okay.
It's the middle of the night, right?
It's about probably 6-7 p.m. Okay, occult. You think the statuette may be one of the Indian Asura or Danavas, malevolent demons or demigods often depicted with multiple limbs or heads, although while this might be the case, it doesn't seem quite right. Does anybody want to make a Cthulhu mythos roll?
This may be a depiction of an Indian demon,
I'll give it a
but
shot.
I'm not for certain.
Yeah, and if any of you have a tome, you can use that as a reference, and if you give me the name of the tome, I can look up the mythos rating.
Nameless cults.
Okay, let me, I'm gonna go to... Okay, let me,
Let me see.
I'm gonna say while I'm complaining about trying to not get caught, I'll look over it.
Okay, let's see.
I have Divermis Mysterious.
Oh, I don't think you have that in your possession. I think you've just... Okay, so, let's see. Who has nameless, cults?
Eustace.
Okay, that has a mythos rating of 36, so I'll let you roll again. Just roll me a D100.
Alrighty.
Alice does have the Relie text.
Oh. Okay, let me see. What is the... Mythos rating on that is 45, so you actually do succeed on your Cthulhu Mythos, Alice. You...
No, you're right. I don't have the book. I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
a reading of it.
Yeah, I was, so you can identify the statuette either as the small crawler, an aspect of the crawling chaos Nyarlathotep, or possibly an avatar of Yog-Sothoth, known as Ramasekva.
Look here, in this book describes this depiction. It could be one of these two, I think.
Are you showing them the Relie texts?
Not directly, but I do have it out and I'm looking at it. So if they looked over at me, they would probably see it.
Okay. Are any of you guys gonna look, any of you guys looking over it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Those of you looking at it, roll me 2d6.
Hell yeah.
Ogden's gonna be smart enough to not look at the book.
Okay.
Wait, did we see or look at this book before?
No, this was while you guys were away. So, let's see. Who's that rolling? Who rolled the 9?
It was Eustace.
Okay. Lose 9 sanity.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Lucius,
That might be-
lose 8. Philip, lose 7. And then each of you roll me intelligence. Okay, Eustace, you're fine. You just are like, that's weird. Philip, you're fine. You're just like, that's weird.
I'm at 68 out of 89 sanity.
Oh yeah, didn't you roll indefinite? Weren't you indefinitely sane at the end of last time?
Was I? I think I was, but I don't remember like what effects it.
Oh, I think I made the edits to your backstory. It just means that if you say, like, I can throw delusions at you at any time.
Okay.
And, like,
Okay.
but, okay, Lucius,
If
all
I-
of you failed
I
your
have to
intelligence.
click indefinite insane, right? And
Yeah,
then
just
makes
check
them
it.
Black. Is that correct?
Yeah, just
Okay.
make sure it's checked.
Okay.
So,
Okay, I forgot to check it, so now
No
it's
worries.
checked now.
so, yeah, all of you failed your intelligence rolls, luckily. So, you guys are all just like, huh. But, yeah.
City pictures in a book.
Yeah, but, yeah, you get, so yeah, you have, the idea that it's either the small crawler, an aspect of the crawling chaos Nyarlathotep, or possibly an avatar of Yog-Sothoth known as Rama Sekfa. Do you say the name aloud?
Don't do it.
Was that for Robo?
Don't tell him to not do it. No, it's you, because I don't know the name. You know the name.
Then do it.
I
What
think
would Alice do?
I would have said the names because I was reading it.
Okay, so, suddenly as you say the names, you feel it get colder. Like, freezing cold around you.
All of us feel this?
Yes.
I don't like this.
I sense a presence.
Is anyone else feeling a bit nippy in here?
I'm freezing.
Okay, so,
Shit is starting to chafe.
what do you guys want to do?
I reach for my cross. What have you spoken, girl? So I say.
Girl. Girl, what you say?
Girl, that's the Eldritch guy.
Like, I'm totally into cosmic horror right now.
Oh my gosh.
On my cosmic horror arc, I'm totally like Cthulhu maxing.
Oh, I need a t-shirt that says that.
Oh, that's just...
I need to get a t-shirt that just says, I'm Cthulhu maxing.
Yes.
I'm on my horror arc. I'm Cthulhu maxing.
Yep.
I should say.
Yep.
With a
horror.
picture of Alice.
Yeah, I would wear that every day.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Good thing I record these so that we'll never lose that that quote.
Yep.
That's why I do this.
So Alice, after feeling that cold as soon as she said the names, just trails off and closes the book quietly.
Yeah.
This is why we don't deal with this junk on the regular, or try to summon it.
Yep. By the way, those of you who Eustace, Philip, Lucius, put +5 into your Cthulhu Mythos skill for your initial
I'm at
reading.
9, maybe.
So we didn't understand it.
Yep. You didn't have to understand it. You just were like, huh, that's weird.
We experienced it.
Yeah.
Oh, including Philip, you said?
Yep. Philip, because you did do the initial reading, so.
It's an add 5. So
Yep.
Heard the names, that was enough.
It was enough.
Yep. So yeah, now we.
It's 5, you said?
Yep, +5. Yeah.
Thank you.
Which also means that your maximum possible sanity is decreased by 5.
are you
Yep.
familiar with the name? Biggest.
The name what?
Biggest?
Biggest. Diggest.
A bolt of
Biggest.
a bolt of
No.
roll me a dodge roll as a bolt of lightning comes through the ceiling.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
agree with that.
You take Oops. 28 damage. And die
Holy shit.
instantly. No, I'm
Sees
kidding.
that.
I'm kidding.
As I hit my head on a swinging light,
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna say...
break the bulb on accident.
Actually,
We may want to look into wrapping this up.
yeah, this part.
Until everyone's tired at this point.
Yeah, I mean... It's up to you guys, because, like, usually we continue to, like, around 10, but...
Yeah, I'm ready. to
Yeah, I was gonna say it's early. It's only 9:15 for me.
I'm just being stupid right now.
Yep, it's okay. Anyways, where do you guys want to go? You guys,
Great. So the botanicals that are wrapped up, is there any markings, anything interesting to look at?
they appear to be quite exotic. They appear to be Indian orchids, and you know that, this is the sort of thing that, Mr. Corbitt would keep in his greenhouse.
We should leave everything as we found it immediately.
Hey, I agree. I think we should leave this place. I'm getting a horrible feeling.
Yep,
The longer we stay here, the worse it gets.
I shouldn't have been here to begin with. This is not
We need-
of our Lord.
yep,
We needed to see what was in here, though.
yep. Mr. Goldblum just kind of seems to be looking at you guys and just be like, hmm? Yep, well,
Yeah, because he.
Right thinks we're a hopeless wreck.
yep,
It's
he's just...
alright, we haven't taken anything.
Yep, I'll make sure everything's looks cleaned up, and then, well, thank you. If there's anything else you need, well, you know where to find me. You guys go your separate ways. You guys return into Cleveland Brown's house.
Yeah, and on the way home, you said this is a Tuesday night, right?
Yeah,
Okay, on the way home, I reiterate that Wednesdays are one of the nights that that Mr. Corbitt comes home late. So I think we should follow him after he gets out of work.
okay. So we'll time skip. You guys sleep the night off, and yeah. Who wants to do the driving to kind of...
How far are you
Ogden, if you'd like to drive, maybe.
Ogden's gonna try it again.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Hard success.
Nice.
So,
Yep.
you see that he leaves for his lunch break. He goes kind of to his business as usual. And then at 5, he leaves. But as you're following him, you realize that he's not going on the way that you would go if you were going back to his house. Now,
Perfect.
he leads you to the garbage dump. You hear the sounds of gulls and other birds circling, the trash, probably looking for little edible bits. Do you want to say that, because if you want to go into the, you see Corbitt slip through a hole in the chain link fence. If you're going to try and follow him into the dump, it's going to be you're going to need to make me a stealth roll.
Well, Father Martin definitely doesn't have the stealth skills.
Alice could try.
I would also allow you guys to say that you brought Jeff Goldblum along with you.
I mean, we do have Jeff on retainer for
Yeah,
a
for
few days.
yeah, for 5 days.
You gave him $100, for goodness sake.
I only had a $100 bill in my wallet.
Which, by the way, is like $2,000 in today's money.
Who'd you just give $100 to? Sorry, I'm back.
Yep, he
Jeff
gave.
Goldblum.
Yep, to keep him on retainer. And his stealth is, I think, his stealth, I'll just tell you, is, let me grab the value. His stealth is 60.
That's pretty good.
So almost
That
double
is-
mine. So we can let him do what he's
Well,
getting
I've
paid
told-
for.
Yep, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Did y'all have told Philip about the downward spiral of the company in question?
I figured you were with us when we went to the office.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, if you were there when they
Like
went to
that
Jeff
in the day.
Goldblum's, he told all of you.
late was that in the day?
When you went in, when he broke in, it was like 6 p.m. Or actually, it was like past 6 p.m. It was like 7.
Oh no, when y'all went to the office.
Oh, that was, I
Yeah,
think.
like
Yes, what
7.
day?
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Tuesday.
Yep, Tuesday. Yeah, that was
Okay,
yesterday.
Yeah, Tuesday I would have been there, so yes, okay, never mind.
Yep, so you know that.
It's
Okay,
Wednesday now.
so you have Jeff Goldblum with you?
Are any of y'all heading to the junkyard, or are you leaving it to the PI?
He can lead you in there, and I'll let you use his stealth to basically be your stealth.
Yeah, we drove him.
Then yeah, we picked him up on the way.
Okay. So he almost makes a noise, almost trips on something, but then he regains his balance, as if he was pushing a roll. And you guys who are coming with him, you see Corbitt make his way to one or two, he seems very specific piles of junk, and then extracts several canvas-wrapped objects. He opens each one and either discards the object or keeps it. When he has one or two packages, he starts to make his way back out. Everybody who's with Jeff Goldblum can make me a spot hidden. And anybody who's watching from kind of outside can make me a spot hidden, but it's going to be hard.
I guess I'll be outside.
Okay, so then make me a hard. Okay. Okay, so those of you who succeeded, you...
As if Philip followed it with.
Okay, so then make me a spot hidden.
Ridiculous as that probably is. Oh, I did already.
Oh, okay. What did you get?
Extreme success. 8 out
Okay.
of 43.
Okay, so
Critical success.
you
Nice.
note...
Must have
Nice.
some eagle eyes.
Yep, so definitely check that skill. You notice that the packages contain human body parts and organs. So, everybody who saw it, roll sanity.
Oh no.
Okay. Let's see. So, Philip and Alice, you do not lose any sanity. Ogden, you lose 1 sanity. And with your critical success, Alice, you note that one of the packages contains a human liver, and the other contains the mangled leg of a 10-year-old boy. So you do lose 1 sanity.
Okay.
And now he heads on his way back home.
Once we get back with the group, I'll tell them he was going through them and picking the ones that he wanted. One was a leg of probably a young boy, I'd say no more than 10 years old, and the other looked like a liver.
What is he doing with these things? What could he be doing?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
This man is monstrous.
Do we confront him?
That's the thing, he's just kind of taking advantage of stuff they're going to throw at any guy when the
the desecration of the bodies
now.
of children, of the
Reminds me of
innocent.
that horrible novel,
Maybe.
Frankenstein.
Yes, it actually does seem suspiciously similar to that. And you remember that in that book, they were grafting those parts together?
That sacrilegious book should be banned.
Do you think he's trying to rebuild the baby that was born with no arms or legs and barely a face?
Whatever is
Either that or
going
it's
on there is
payment, well.
ungodly.
Which, Yep, okay, go ahead. Where do you guys want to go now?
What do you guys think? Should we plan to break in while he's not home, or do we rouse up an angry mob in the neighborhood and tell them what's going on?
I think that Corbitt has too good of a reputation.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think we need to break into his house.
Yep.
Need to find out where he's taking the parts and what he's trying to do with them.
Yep, so,
We know he takes them to his
Well, we know
house.
who he brings them home, so maybe break into his house.
Yep, okay, so, you guys go home, and, as you did on Sunday, you see him, taking the canvas-wrapped objects, into his home, after making carefully sure that nobody is watching. And then, what do you guys want to do, tonight? Or do you want to wait till tomorrow to do anything?
I mean, we could maybe like late at night, one of us could maybe go walk around the property and see if there's like any like basement windows with like any lights coming out of them or anything. We'd probably be working on this late at night.
We could probably get Jeff Goldblum to
Yeah,
in the windows tonight, and
case the joint.
yeah,
Okay.
That's
see
a
if
good
he
idea.
can see anything.
Okay, so I'll say that he does, and then, do you guys want to sleep the night and while he does that?
Yeah, reconvene in the morning at some or like at 9 a.m. or
Wait
something.
in the living room for him to return.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he could just come across the street. True.
Okay, so,
Maybe we plan to go in as soon as he leaves for the morning.
so,
Yeah.
Goldblum, comes to your house back, and he looks a little bit pale.
Tell us,
Did he lose some sanity?
what have you seen?
Something in the basement, skittering around like some sort of crab, but I could have sworn it had a human face. I've never seen anything like it. Just, I must be seeing things. I need to go. And he just gets in his car and leaves.
Maybe we don't wait for him to leave. Maybe we just confront him. That's enough evidence for me.
He is your friend. Are you
Like a-
ready to face him?
He is no longer a friend to me. After what we have learned.
Okay.
Then let us face him.
Okay, so you guys going over to his house?
Yeah, I'll even lead the way. Knock on the door.
He opens the door.
Loud.
Yeah, so,
Nod. Yeah, I'll move my token.
yes, old bean.
Nod, we know what you've been doing.
What?
We know what happened to your wife. We know what happened to your children.
Of course, everybody does.
We know everything.
Of course, everybody does. It's... You know the tragedy. You were there.
Wait, what do you mean I was there?
Oh, you were there for the funerals, weren't you?
Did I say I probably
think-
did say that
yeah.
I did go to the funerals.
Yeah, you were there. You remember. Why would you bring up these things now? You know how painful that
We
was
know-
for me.
We know the truth. We know what you're trying to do.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about, and if you continue talking to me, I thought you were a friend, but if you continue talking like this to me, I will... If you continue harassing me, I will have no choice but to call the police.
What's his, my intimidate roll?
I'm gonna say
Is that even a roll, intimidate?
Yes, yes it is.
m- you gonna roll an intimidation?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you say?
Sir, we know what ungodly things you are attempting in this house, and we will not stand for it.
This is my home, sir. And as for my former friend, if you do not leave, I'm calling the police. You see him go to his landline phone. Yes, operator, please connect me with the local police department. I have
I'm going to whack the phone out of his hand with my cane. Do I need to roll?
that would be a fighting brawl roll, yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Do it like this. I failed. But as I'm doing that, I'm also gonna say,
But your roll is set to hard, or does that not matter?
"Oh
I mean,
shoot,
it
you're
wouldn't.
right."
Yeah, it wouldn't matter because his fighting skill is still, or brawl roll is still 25. But
Well, it could spin. Luck if you wanted to. 5 is better than
yeah,
18. Unless someone else wants to stop.
yeah, you.
Alice is gonna try and yell out, "You don't know what you're messing with."
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Someone make me a psychology roll. Or a psychoanalysis roll, either one.
I could do psychology.
I mean, do you want to send that?
Would my, I was gonna say, if I succeeded on persuade, would that help?
Probably not. Okay, you fumble. You try to get into, try to understand his mind when, but you just, it seems like he's just telling straight up the truth. You're kind of wondering if everything you've seen is just your mind seeking patterns or if it's coping with your own past trauma. You've been through a lot recently, after all, and he's such an upstanding citizen. Are you really sure that, this man is capable of these horrible things, or is it just you imagining enemies where there aren't any?
Oh, that's a twist.
He seems... He doesn't seem to know even what we're talking about.
Bernard, have I gotten mad?
I'm afraid you have. Now, leave my house immediately, or I will be forced to call the police.
Ogden's gonna go tackle him.
Okay, make me a fighting brawl roll. You fail.
He just dodges you, sidesteps your ass.
Yep. And so he is going to
Oh shit.
look. If you really need to see something, come to the. If you really want me to tell you more of the detail, come with me. Follow me.
What is going on?
I'm sure you'll find out.
I'll find out.
Or is it a trap?
It is. It's always a trap.
It's a tart.
Okay, so everybody, you can place yourselves.
Fallen.
Where?
Refreshing. Maybe that'll help.
Yep, should be right here. And then, let me just make sure that this is, it should be.
Screen for me.
Let me make sure that you guys have visibility.
And my roll 20s take a while to load.
Okay, you know, I'll place your tokens. Hopefully that'll work. Let me know if that works for you.
I do believe your dynamic fog of war is again causing some issues. Because
God.
I don't believe our characters are properly set up.
Yeah, let me.
Or tokens.
I don't know why it always does this.
I think it's because you don't have it set up in the... what is it? In the actual character sheet, the default token settings.
Yeah, because I have.
Having it reference the token sheet. The,
Yeah, because I have you guys set. Visibility is set to be on. So I.
Oh, apparently I just had to do it myself.
Okay, yeah. If you place your.
How do you do that? Oh,
You just
if you
physically
place your
place
characters.
yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I will delete yours.
Where are we?
Yep. You.
The south is the
Yep.
south middle is actually the front of the house.
Yeah. Yep. So.
Damn.
I'm like stuck in the house. Or I guess this is where we're at.
As you all start following into the house, Philip's gonna walk up from the sidewalk. He was trying to sort of a bit of a distance, but at this point there's no point really going a more dishonest route.
Okay. So.
So him knowing about me is neither beneficial or not beneficial, I don't think.
So. Follow me. Look, if you really need to know more, just let's go.
I eventually found myself.
Yep. So since you guys are not getting a chance to look around, I can't tell you exactly what you see other than that this area here appears to be a study of some sort. And you can see.
About, open floor plan.
Yep. So he takes you to this door at the side of the stairway leading up.
This is one of those TARDIS houses. Looks way bigger on the inside than the outside.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yep, there you are.
And where are we supposed to go there?
Yep. Okay, so as you go down the stairs, first off, you hear and then the slamming of a door behind you, and a latch lock.
We did not hear his bit of dialogue.
Oh, he didn't say anything. He just lock. He just once you guys he
Lock
led you.
us in.
Yep.
I'm not going mad. He is really doing some nefarious shit.
We've
Apparently.
fallen for it, haven't we?
Now, here's a question. Is it going to be like that other thing? Or is he actually just going to wait for the cops to arrive? Because at this point, I don't know what to believe.
Well,
Why would he lock us in here?
you hear a skittering noise, like something kind of crawling.
Crab walking.
Yeah, coming from the south, basically kind of the bottom left corner of what's the map now.
If the account of Cthulhu is to be believed, will now
Take
face an ungodly horror down in the basement.
Lord Bloom would not lie to us. I know he's a real person. You all saw him. You all heard what he said. Eustace is rambling. You guys are like, what the fuck?
I'll take a
Oh,
look
can
at
I-
this door.
So did anybody bring a crowbar or something?
I just have my cane.
I mean, and you just see Ogden just slides the axe out from
Nice.
his back.
So,
How'd you fit that thing?
I didn't
Sorry.
so
Ogden is very lanky.
do you walk into the room in front of you?
I don't walk in. I'm poking my head through the door.
It looks to be
Cautiously.
a laboratory. One end seems to be filled with various chemicals stored in jars, along with numerous beakers, retorts, balances, and mortars and pestles. Several dried plant specimens litter the table. On the other side of the room, you can see scalpels, catgut, needles, rib spreaders, clamps, and other fearsome-looking surgical implements, all within a large metal cabinet.
Ogden, if you're going to be using
Going
that
in with
axe,
these rooms. We could try to escape, crack through the door at the top of the stairs.
I think
He's
we
got
need to put
metal
an
in
end to
here.
this.
that too.
So, where are you guys going?
Philip walks into the laboratory.
Okay.
Tread carefully.
So,
It's gonna go in.
which side are you going to? The side with the various chemicals, or
I'd probably be drawn towards sharp objects more so.
okay. So, on that side, with all of that stuff is stored in a large metal cabinet, and when nearing the cabinet, you hear the faint sound of an electric compressor. Once you're next to it, you notice that the lowest drawer gives off a faint draft of cold air.
Is that one of those ice boxes too? I'll open it.
You find a host of refrigerated human nerves, tendons, and blood vessels, all carefully stored for what looks like future use. Everybody seeing this? Make me a sanity roll.
I'm gonna say I was looking towards the chemicals.
Okay. If you fail,
Do
so
that, or I was keeping my distance, so I didn't really look.
okay, so Philip,
Thing would be enough.
okay, Eustace, you lose, or Philip, you lose 1. Eustace, you lose 3. Ogden, you lose 2. Oh yeah, and since you're indefinitely insane, Eustace, that does mean you go through your I'm trying to remember what your indefinite insanity bout was.
Yeah.
I think it was
don't remember it either.
I think it was amnesia.
Or is that
Yeah, it was amnesia. So
It was
you
amnesia.
yeah, you find that you forget exactly where you are. You don't remember talking to Mr. Corbitt. You don't remember confronting him. The last thing you remember is
being locked in a basement?
oh, you don't even remember that. You just remember the last time you were in a place of safety is what you remember. Like, you remember, say, going and hanging out at Cleveland Brown's house for a little while, and then all of a sudden you're here. You don't recall any of the events in between.
Where are we? What are we doing? What is this place?
I think we're in Cleveland's.
I was literally just sitting on the porch of Cleveland Browns, enjoying a fine pipe, and then now I'm here in this laboratory. Where are we?
So,
Eustace, we're in Corbett's basement.
Why?
good
What
question.
would we be doing here?
Well, he's hiding something.
I don't remember anything. And he just
He
kind
was never in the
of
medical business, was he?
crumples into
No.
the corner.
No. So, you notice in another part of the lab there are bottles of glucose and saline solutions. The place is pretty confusing because it seems to serve as a surgeon, a chemical manufacturer, and a plant breeder. Anybody want to make me an appraise roll?
Damn, if only I wasn't temporarily insane. Indefinitely insane, I should say.
Yeah. Eustace, I'm gonna say you just kind of see this as an ordinary basement. Nothing strikes you as out of the ordinary. You don't know what everybody else is fussing about.
Ogden can't make heads or tails of it.
What are we rolling?
Praise.
There's Dookie, so. Aside from limbs, this all appears,
Now,
we have any idea where that sound came from.
yes, it sounded like it came from south, and the skittering sounded like it came from just this room beyond this door right here.
What's the bottom here?
Yes, that door is where the skittering came from.
Would it all be an option? I'd like to pick up one of those scalpels.
Okay, that would be improvised weapon. That'd be fighting brawl, 1d4 damage plus your damage bonus.
Now, then walk over in that direction.
Okay, the door is closed.
All you said.
Yep, the door is closed. So it's this one.
Right here.
Wait, so you're going towards the scary?
Yep. I'm just wandering around.
Is there a window on the
On the door, no. But you note that there are windows to the room that you're about to go into. Okay, so you're not going into the...
We should investigate the crying first.
Okay. Yeah, that seemed to be coming almost from, like, just the general southern direction.
There's an infant. We must check on it.
And try to open the door in this little closet-looking room.
Okay, go ahead. Yep, go ahead and move yourself through. Make me a spot hidden roll. You can tell that
with the spot heads.
the back wall is very clearly a false panel that can be easily removed.
This wall back here, it's not a real wall. We could take it out.
Yes, you're right.
Okay.
Then smash. No, I'm just kidding.
So, are you guys gonna open the door?
I think so.
Okay.
Something we could do with our hands, or we're gonna need the axe.
Well, we'll see. Go on in.
I smell initiative.
You smell something fetid, but unidentifiable. And you see the child. The horror is stumbling around. Now everybody make me a sanity roll, as I will describe to you what you see. Okay. If you succeeded, you only lose 1.
Sorry, what?
If you succeeded, you only lose 1. For the rest of you, it's gonna be... Because, Lucius, roll me sanity. Okay, you only lose 1, but for, let's see, this is gonna be Eustace. Then, who's the... Ogden. And then, Philip. Oh, no. Philip. So, everybody. Has anybody lost enough sanity to become indefinitely insane?
Yes.
I would have done it at 2.
Okay. So, I'm gonna roll for, well, actually, those of you who have reached that level of insanity, roll me intelligence. Okay, you both succeed. Philip, you failed. So, you checkmark the indefinitely insane, and then I will roll, okay, 4. You are currently paranoid. So that is your kind of madness. Now,
If we succeed, do we check it?
if you succeed, you can't check sanity.
Yeah, sanity intelligence checks aren't
Yeah.
skills.
Yeah, also, okay, so
No,
7.
and I'm checking the indefinitely insane if we succeed.
Yes. Oh, exceeding... You don't want to succeed the intelligence.
Okay.
You, Eustace, you see this thing and you flee in a panic. You need to get away. Now, Ogden. You are incapacitated. You see this thing and you are just crying and screaming for 8 rounds. The rest of you, I will describe to you what you see. This thing is, the body looks like a huge dead sack of mucus with the consistency of an overcooked pudding. An interior skeleton can be seen poking through the body from time to time, while 3 great vents closed by wrinkly lips, rhythmically aspirate the monster with puffing, wheezing sounds. 10 human legs, all children's, rim the lower part of the body, providing it with locomotion, while the 15 chubby little arms encircling the upper side of its body writhe about, grasping at nothing. Otherwise, the thing is quite featureless except for a wet, circular mouth located on the creature's underside that gurgles and coos softly in a way that resembles the sound a human baby makes. It frequently stops to squat and scour the floor with wet sucking noises searching for food. The thing's waste products are passed out of its digestive system via a sphincter opening atop the center of its body, much like that of a sea urchin. A near continuous stream of foul-smelling brown goo issues from this hole. What do you do?
I internally and externally accuse Eustace of this being his idea the whole time.
Well, this thing needs to be destroyed then.
So what are you gonna do?
Let's see who's left with us.
Uh,
I'm trying to think whether Father Martin thinks he would fight it right now, or would he be like, all the armed people ran away, so I better not.
Eustace has fled. Ogden is currently incapacitated, crying and screaming.
Philip has the shotgun, right?
Yes. But, by the way...
Mechanically or mechanically?
Oh. Mechanically...
Are you parrying it to him?
Yep.
That's kind of the slight problem. I don't know how acceptable that would be.
I would say
You know,
you would have it. I would say you would have it on you, and that's perfectly fine.
okay, let's go
It's
with
the
that.
20s, dude.
Maybe, but it's also the 20s.
Well, I'm going to unfurl my whip with my influence in this game. Are we doing initiative, or can I try to attack?
Give me a second.
Well, what is everyone else doing? But I think I'm going to try to attack this ungodly world.
Okay.
It's just you, Philip, and Alice. That's at least in the room. Me and Hagen are incapacitated. I'm out of the room, actually.
Yep.
Alice has a flashlight to use as a blunt weapon, and that's about it.
I will put you, Ogden, in the turn order just because in 8 rounds you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Philip, do you have your gun out?
Let's go with if I had it, then yes.
Yeah, I would imagine that also being paranoid, you probably would have reached for it. So, what is your dex plus 50?
It isn't the one I'm concerned about. Eustace has already left the room, and he would have probably been the one who would have shot in that case.
Holy shit.
Okay, so, what is your dex plus 50?
Sorry.
Yep.
65, so 115.
Okay, 115. Okay, then, Ogden, what's your, dex?
Hagen would be 85 since he had.
85? Okay, so Alice,
He
what
doesn't
about...
have his gun out.
Yep, Alice, what is yours?
Just 40.
40. Lucius, yours is 36. And then let me look up this thing's dexterity. Yep.
The bulbous booty hole baby.
Okay, Philip, it is your go first.
It is my go.
Yes.
Yep. Between yelling about Eustace baiting us into being here so that way we get fed to his friend's crazy stepson, I guess technically, I'm cocking the shotgun and just firing it.
Okay, roll me,
Let's go for, Breacher's shoulder.
Okay. Yep, so...
I am moving to that point as well.
Okay, that is 14 damage. Quite good.
Nice.
You hear the thing cry like a little baby, literally, and as it as you blast, I'm gonna say several of the arms just clean off. And yeah, it cries, and
That is my turn.
now it seems to be a little bit cranky, yeah. Ogden, we skip your turn as you are crying and screaming. Now it's its turn. It comes for you.
Of course
And
it does.
yeah, you shot it. It is going to and it reaches out and tries to grasp.
Put my token in here so I can see what's going on.
Yeah, you can.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
but it grabs.
No, I'm not
It,
in the room.
yeah, it reaches for you, but it does not have. It has a baby's level of coordination, so it does not seem to. Is not able to get to you.
I mean, can you just say that it reaches at him for the stumps that he shot off?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yep.
Alice.
Hasn't realized it doesn't have those arms anymore.
Alice, what do you want to do?
Alice has basically no fighting ability. If I was to use my flashlight as a blunt weapon, what would that be?
That would be 1d4 plus your damage bonus, and it would be fighting skill, fighting brawl.
Alright, I'll try to hit it with the flashlight. That's about what I expected.
Okay, you fumble.
You no longer have a flashlight.
Yeah, you throw your flashlight across the room in a panic, and I'm gonna say that you hit it, but do no damage as thing turns in your direction.
Oh no.
Okay,
Could it get wedged in the booty hole of the tongue?
yes, but the constant oozing of brown liquid just kind of causes it to fall to the ground with like a wet flop. Lucius, what do you want to do?
So I have my whip, and you're under whip as the fighting. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. I'm going to lash out with my whip at it. You ungodly beast! You must die.
Do you want to spend 3 luck?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
We put it in, roll damage.
Yep, roll me the damage of your weapon, because you can also just click the weapon on your combat tab, and that'll roll it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going. It'll do the damage, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, it does 1 damage. It lets out a pained cry. But, Philip, it is...
Still allowing us to mark a skill even if we use luck.
No.
Okay.
So, Philip, what do you want to do?
Sorry, give me a second.
No worries.
Yellow.
Okay, good. They hung up.
Hello, Pizza Hut.
Heh. I am going to yelp a bit away as it tries to originally grab me and realize I'm fine enough, and then just load the other shell straight into it.
Okay, you're at point blank range, so you'll get a bonus dice.
Unload the shell, yes.
Yes, unload. Let's go.
Yep, you're just...
Yo.
Oh, you did 24 damage? Tell me. How do you kill this thing?
Let's go.
Nice.
see, the problem with describing stuff like that is I don't know the anatomy enough to properly describe that.
Just say you find a hole and you shove the barrel into it.
Shoot at dead center mass and pellets impacting the skin rupture violently.
Yeah. Yeah, this
What's
thing,
the term for that? I don't know.
just like, yeah, you see this thing, like, just the gelatinous kind of body just kind of, like, start to fall apart. You see the arms starting to, and it's screaming, like, wailing like a baby as it, you know, just begins to die. You see it, like, spurting like a fountain out of the top, out of, you know, the top hole that's been spewing brown ooze as its mouths kind of drool out, and then it just, with a loud smack, collapses onto the carpeted ground.
Thank you. Much better than anything I could say. I've been having trouble with
What I'm envisioning is it losing so much structural integrity, the body just kind of tears itself
Collapses
apart
on
under its
itself.
own weight.
Yeah.
that. That's cool.
Yeah, so,
Book doesn't say nothing about it decaying into a white dust, does it?
no.
Actually, yes, that would be the wrong other thing. So, right.
But,
When I see it dying, I'm going to stand up close to it and hold up my cross. Be gone with you, foul beast.
Be gone, Thor.
Burn in hell.
you guys hear a scampering coming down the stairs.
There's also still the skittering in the other room, too, right?
Yes, there is.
I'd say Eustace has ran all the way back into this corner again. And he's huddled,
So,
curled up in a ball.
Mr. Corbitt runs through the door.
Well, his token's like a ghost token.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. But
Crazy.
he's like, "What have you done? You've killed my child. What have you done? What have you done?"
They've done the same to me. I just
What have we
pointed my
done?
gun at him.
It is the key in the gate. It was to be the bridge. And you've killed him.
No child. That is an abomination of nature and humanity.
That was my son. That was my son. That was my son. Oh, God. I've done so much to open the gate. But without him, there is no gate. There is no bridge. Oh, God, what will he... Oh, God. And he just becomes an absolute gibbering wreck.
Can I lash at him with my whip?
Yeah, he's kind of huddled in the corner, just like... I'm gonna say that, no, that would only be if you fumbled. Yeah, you just, like, completely miss, and it's kind of embarrassing.
Father, stop.
I just dropped the whip. Whoops. Put
There's
it back
twine.
up.
We'll tie him up. We'll tie him up. He must be held accountable.
Okay. Yeah, he just offers no resistance. He's just talking about something about a key in a gate. Something about the Lord Ramasekva. Yes, something about there no longer being... like, the bridge being broken. Was supposed to be...
Are there more abominations here?
He doesn't answer you. He does not seem to be... He seems to be just...
He's as insane as I am.
He's more insane than you are.
Yeah, that's true, probably.
Yeah. It seems like whatever remaining shreds of sanity he had, they've dissolved. He seems to be in a near hopeless condition. But I'm going to say, Ogden, you've stopped crying and screaming. And Eustace, once you heard the kind of, like, shrieking cries, it didn't snap you back to sanity, but it, like, it snapped you back to, like, the idea that,
I don't have to flee.
yeah, and you saw
Okay.
your friend, Mr. Corbitt, running down with concern, and now you see him just on the ground, tied up and just, like, kind of gibbering insanely while crying in despair.
What have you done, Mr. Corbitt? Bernard, tell me,
I don't...
did you murder your father?
No, I didn't. The Lord Ramasekva, he chose me. And you now see that on his chest there is there's a large burn mark.
God damn it.
The Lord found him wanting, and
You sacrificed your father for this power?
no! Ramasekva, my father wanted me to show me to him, and that's when and he reached out to me. I heard him. Ramasekva talked to me.
Of course you did. Of course he did. What's in the other
He
room?
spared me. The things I've created. He told me I needed to learn, I needed to practice to sire his child, to allow it, to help it grow and become the bridge for his passage into our reality. And he would...
You trifled with powers beyond you. And this is the justification that you have to bring your son back?
He is my son. That was my
Never
son.
be your son.
That was my son.
Your very wife to birth these horrible creatures.
I only did what he told me to do.
I must see what's in the other room.
Okay, open the door.
Even though I know better.
Bring your weapon, Philip. We may need it again.
We're getting crazy tonight.
I'm following him in there.
More sanity.
Okay, so,
Ogden's
I do
gonna
reload
go.
just for posterity's sake.
yeah, that's fine. So, in the room, you
Ogden's actually
see,
gonna pull out his gun.
as you enter, you see this odd thing jumping at the windows trying to claw its way out. It seems to be a thing made from discarded human parts. It consists of a woman's head with two arms sprouting from where there would normally be ears, and a single human leg attached to the neck.
You guys like Sid from Toy Story, but with real body parts.
Yep, it's,
Yeah, dude. This is awesome.
it seems to be kind of... It seems to see you as a threat, and it's going to try and get past you and get out of the house.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
Stop her.
Yep, roll me a... Do you want to use one luck?
Yeah, one luck.
That's just getting rare at this point. Yes.
Well, just remember, the lower your luck, the more likely you are to regain more luck. Because it... Yeah, you regenerate it the same way you would as, like, improve a skill. Okay, so, you did 7 damage.
Yep.
Well,
I'm going to say that while we were entering the door, I was keeping an eye on.
yeah, you blast this thing's face off. And it just shrieks as it collapses to the ground dead.
You killed it with 7 damage. Nice.
Yeah,
This is just a hit.
yeah, you just,
Head
like...
and some legs.
Yeah, you're just, like, tracking this thing like a hawk as it's scampering, and you just...
He said, "Pull, bam."
Pretty much, yeah.
Exactly.
It was a,
Good shot. A really
Yep.
funny looking rotisserie chicken running around.
pretty much, yeah. And,
So, how badly damaged is the face after that shot? Pretty bad, right?
yeah, it's basically, there's almost no face left.
Would I have recognized the face before him shooting it?
No, it was,
I didn't know if it was like the face of his wife or something like that.
no, there was an open, or semi-open casket funeral,
Casket? Yeah, okay.
but,
Okay. Jesus, what kind of abominations were these? I turn and look at the group. I'm so sorry. And I drop to my knees. And I start fucking bawling.
It is not your fault. It appears he has deceived a great many people.
The entire town, Father. How do we explain this to anybody?
Perhaps he had a tragic accident in his laboratory, attempting to make a new treatment for the children of the hospital.
you could also just call the police, now that you have,
Yeah, I mean,
What are the cops gonna do if they find that shit?
Yeah, that's
I mean,
right to the mental asylum.
yeah, he is still alive and he's still in the handcuffs, and there's plenty of evidence that some weird fucking shit was going down in here. I guess it's not on us, really. I mean,
yeah.
the evidence is right in front of them. They'd have to believe it.
True, but do
You
we
say
want
that, didn't you?
everyone seeing all this evidence of occult abominations?
Isn't this also the guy that got arrested for,
Could
house
draw
signs
more
or anything
attention to
like
us.
That was the
No,
other guy.
The guy
The
working
other
at the
guy.
hospital that gave him all the body parts to build these abominations is the guy that.
Also just light the place
Just
on
missed it.
fire.
That does seem to be our solutions usually.
I would
mean,
say maybe we should. My plan was to make it look like he was a hero still, but I guess we can't really do that.
Yeah,
I don't
You
think
could-
he is
you could take him
maintain
to a
his
sanitarium.
reputation. You can maintain his reputation if we just lit the house on fire. The loss of his family home broke the poor man.
Would we leave him in here?
No, I mean, we can
What
still
did we
take
do
him
with
out.
him?
He seems like if he was put in an asylum, he could recover.
yeah, it seems to you like he doesn't... He seems to have lapses in his memory. It seems like whatever power took him, it seems that whenever he was serving that power, like, those times are kind of almost
It's
gone from his memory.
almost erased from his memory. Yeah.
Yeah. But you note that he did say something about Ramasekva Yog-Sothoth opener of the way.
You know, bridges and keys and opening the gate.
Yep, exactly. So,
Before it gets too far away from that point, while y'all were talking about reputation and so on, Philip just, almost with no explanation, just bust runs out. And if the door's still locked, you hear another gunshot as he runs up the stairs.
okay, yeah, so,
For you to the GM, he then runs away in just a panic. A paranoid panic.
okay.
I still
Wait,
think we should burn these abominations' corpses so they're not found.
I mean, there's enough chemicals in here.
Yeah, you guys can do that. I won't make you
They're
roll for it.
probably flammable.
Yeah, I mean, it's flesh. Flesh is flammable.
Yeah.
Yep. Shame about the garden. Well, I mean, maybe the fire won't reach the garden.
You could always look in the garden
my
right
main
now.
thing is if the cops find evidence of the occult, then
You could always...
there's going to be
It's
media
spreads.
and press, and then that could lead back to us, and
You could always search the house for. You could search the house for things and see if you can grab anything that looks like it's of occult significance before you leave.
Yeah,
let's
before we
search
set it
the
on
study.
fire, we should do that for sure.
Okay.
First, search him for any keys that we might need.
Yep. You find he has the keys to the house and he's not resisting. He's just kind of a gibbering, sobbing wreck.
I take them.
So, I will take you guys back up to the ground floor. And in the study, you above a desk is a single shelf of books. The four most interesting ones are an Arabic copy of the Quran, a copy of 20 Experiments in the Occult by Dr. Arthur Turnley, and a well-worn copy of True Magic by Theophilus Wen, and a large, crudely fashioned book bound in cobra skin that, if someone makes me an intelligence roll, it seems to be written in a foreign language, but... yeah, you recognize it as... It seems to be an language, some sort of Indian language.
To be Indian, of course, makes sense with his trips to India and his obsession with artifacts from there.
And I'm going to...
with Rama Sekva.
I'm going to show you the symbol that is on the cover of the book in the Discord.
Ooh. Oh, sick.
You-
Knows the gate.
That one.
Yeah, so
Is the gate.
you
Almost spelled it correctly.
yep, you found you also find that there appear to be let's see, where is it? There is a Sanskrit to English there are actually 4 expensive dictionaries in a drawer. Ancient Greek to English, Sanskrit to English, Chinese to English, and Russian to English.
Maybe we should hold on to these. These might be handy in the future.
Yep. You also find, let's see, 14 leather-bound annual journals. And when you look at the earliest entry of these journals, it is on about 14 years ago. The first journal. Do you want to look through them?
How many were there?
There were 14 journals, but I'm going to tell you that there are only 7 pages that are really of interest.
Okay.
Do you guys want to look through them?
Okay, we Eustace notices that it's that it's dated 14 years ago, and he remembers that's when Theodore Corbitt passed, or was people found out that Theodore Corbitt passed away was 14 years ago.
Yeah, so
we should probably, I think we should probably look at these. They might give us some insight as to what happened.
okay. So we are going to I'm going to show to everyone the
Yeah. the pages?
Yep, there's 7 pages. Who wants to read for the class?
We got 4 minutes to do this. I'll read it.
I mean,
Okay.
we could always.
Yeah, can we
Continue this
maybe
next
call it?
Yeah,
Yeah, because I don't want to explore this much more right before we're.
yeah, I will say that this is basically the end of the scenario. But
We just end
yeah.
it next time and then just start up the next one right after?
yeah, that's perfectly fine. I will tell you that you've all done well. We will go through the sanity rewards depending on the way you conclude the scenario the next time we play. So,
Sounds good.
Ooh,
yeah.
Awesome. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I've never done like the investigative, like following people RP before. That was tough to do, but it was a lot of fun. It was rewarding for sure.
Yeah, it was interesting having to
It was
do a little bit of espionage work.
Yep, and I hope that it was appropriately horrifying.
yeah. Eustace is scarred for life.
I hope that
It's not clean. Like we have this random psychopath Randolph going around selling body parts inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's not
hey
a
yo, that's
completely
just a
solved
side
case.
hustle for this guy.
And,
Like, he ain't asking no questions.
like we can't go and accuse him
I
of
think
stuff because then we have to reveal what we found and then it's a whole mess. So like I don't even know if we can do anything about Randolph.
you might, and it might lead to a scenario that I'm working on.
Yeah, I feel like Randolph is definitely wrapped up in the occult as well, because he wouldn't just be like, "Oh yeah, this guy who's a super good dude in the neighborhood, and he helps out and gives us all this money. I'll just give you children body parts, no big deal." But
Hey,
maybe
you
he
never
is.
know. He just might need some cash for
That's
some
true.
reasons.
True. You
I mean,
never know.
them whorehouses ain't cheap.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it'll be interesting to find out what happens with this for sure. Because yeah, like Heath said, it's not clean cut.
Although I will say
Anyways.
I'm going to be probably not available the next 2 weeks. Definitely not next week. So
Oh yeah, that's fine.
we can just have Ogden sit out the next scenario while he's recovering from all of this.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, so, I mean, I won't be available the week after next week, so, yeah, we'll just have, like, a quick thing, next week,
Cool.
so,
Quick thing, just wrapping this up next week.
yeah, just wrapping this up, maybe you guys can, get some seeds for the next scenario, depending on how you guys decide to, what you guys decide to do with certain leads, and, yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this scenario. I hope it's been appropriately horrifying, both to you as players and to your characters.
But interesting.
Yeah, I feel like Philip has definitely earned a huge distrust of Eustace, which is going to take a lot to earn that back. I feel like.
Yep, I also feel like in the last two scenarios, he's been the MVP for the climax of each one.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, just Philip having the ability to shoot things consistently.
It's so amazing.
Yep, he was just like, bam, bam, monster dead.
I think Alice
Yeah.
is indefinite insanity, or like suspicion and all these encounters. She's gonna have to go find something to use as a weapon.
Yeah, I mean, they're not hard to find in the 20s.
I love
You can buy
playing
them from the Sears catalog for cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
I love playing the Alan Rickman like character and then going all animated and nuts when I'm
With the whip.
fighting the unholy creatures.
Simon Belmont.
Yep, as he slowly realizes there are other powers.
Yep. All right, guys.
Yep, good
See
night.
you next week.
Yep.
There
Take
you go.
care.
Good night.
Everybody.
Yep. Good night, everybody.